Your greatest success may be as close as one person away from freedom. Some of the greatest opportunities that have ever crossed my path that allowed me to break through new barriers and grow were from other people. So I get this listing of a Forbes magazine sent to me by a friend, and in it, or on it, actually the cover, it's this picture of this person, we won't say who, and he's talking about, they're a self-made person. And I thought, that's baloney.
A self-made person.
A self-made person, yeah. So they had some fabulous accomplishments, went from zero to hundreds of millions of dollars in a company they built and everything else.
It was all them.
It was all them.
Yeah.
And I'm like, nobody is a self-made person.
Right.
And it reminded me of the power of the relationships with people, but more importantly, the power of meeting new people.
Yes, absolutely. It's so important, and you've lived this. This has been so true in so many things in your life.
Yeah, so there's all kinds of stories, and I know you know them, but so there was this one event where there was this guy in real estate, and he was a superstar. This goes way back, and I've got tons of people in my life like this. This is just one up. He was a wholesaler, and he wholesaled me a property, and that property made me over 6 figures 4 months later that we renovated, flipped, turned, and boom. That relationship made me 6 figures.
Yeah.
And I had no idea it was going to make me 6 figures, but what happened was I went after that person to meet them. I wanted to meet that person. I went after them, and I hunted them down.
You did. Yeah.
Borderline stalking, maybe.
A little bit. Yeah.
They didn't know.
No.
And this was a long time ago, but I was hungry. Right? I was hungry, and I knew that this person had something that I wanted to know, wanted to learn, whatever else. And so it was there were some real estate groups, and I found out they were going to be there, so I was at that one. And then there was this little, like a lunch and learn type thing, and I knew they'd be there, and then I was at that one.
Right.
And then I got invited to be on this board, this group. And in this group, I show up.
And
guess who's a part of it?
Yep.
This same person. And I'm like, oh my gosh, the fates have aligned.
Yep.
Is that a saying?
I don't know, but
I don't know. Anyway.
Sounded good.
The point is, somehow, you create that attraction.
Right.
I knew that this person was amazing. They were doing amazing things, and I started chasing after them. And then lo and behold, after about 6 months of time, I was invited to be in this board, and they're sitting right there with me.
Right.
And this is a group of like 10, so it's not like a group of 100 and whatever. So it was
a
amazing.
Big deal. Yeah.
And then, I got a chance, hey, how you doing? We meet and everything else and stay in touch, and boom, next thing you know, that one moment created a 6-figure gain.
Yeah.
So
awesome.
What I've learned, and I've had this time and time in my life, is that people propel prosperity.
Right.
Right, we talk about that.
So true, yes.
Yeah, so some of these conferences and everything that people go to, so obviously I talk mostly to business owners, entrepreneurs, and people like that, and they don't understand, why would you go to a conference? They're exhausting. You just sit and listen to people talk and, on and on and on, and I get it. They're exhausting. They are tiresome for sure. You have expense, you have travel, you have, where you're staying and food and all that kind of stuff. And the event,
and sitting
sometimes,
all day listening to people.
Sitting all day, which sometimes there's fantastic speakers, sometimes there's not.
Right. You never know.
You never know. But I'm reminded because I just came off another event. And at this event, we were there, and there were some really high-level entrepreneurs and business owners there who were putting on the event. Actually, some of them were putting on the event. Some of them were the top players in this company.
Yeah.
Didn't know me. And there are, a massive amount of people. And three of the top people who were there, it was just a matter of being proactive, being bold and courageous.
Yep.
The next thing you know, I'm having dinner with this guy. We had a good couple hours one-on-one time conversation. I had lunch with this guy. He only had 20 minutes before we had to fly out, but we had some one-on-one conversation. Then we had dinner with this guy, one-on-one conversation, while these guys have lines of people chasing them down. And here I am. In fact, it's funny. One of them, and I won't say the name, but one of them, everybody's like bowing to, like, oh, this guy's the Holy Grail. And I'm like, I don't know who the heck he is.
Yeah.
And so after he spoke, and it was wrapping up the end of that evening, there's people everywhere, and they're all trying to get a piece of him and get his attention. I walked to the front of the line, walked right up to him, and I said, hey, I have no idea who you are, but I enjoyed your speech. And he laughed. And, you know, he saw that, you know, I wasn't chasing his fame for who he was, which honestly, I didn't know
You didn't know who he was.
And I don't care. I don't care.
Yeah.
And he appreciated the fact that I'm like, I don't give a rip who you are.
Right.
Hey, I'm Shawn, and I enjoyed the conversation, so thanks for sharing those nuggets. And that was a guy that we ended up with at dinner, having a wonderful lobster dinner, and some amazing conversation. And he shared, you know, some of his routes to success, and it just reminded me, people propel prosperity.
Yeah.
If you think that you're going to build something huge on your own, good luck.
Right.
Good luck. You need other minds to help sharpen the axe.
And you've always talked about that, about people. You always should surround yourself with people that know more, or what you can always learn from people. Is what
Proximity.
Yeah. I mean,
It's super important. That's a great point. So it's super important. It's super important on who you surround yourself with. Everybody hears that, but look, it really is, because if you're not in the room with the right people, guess what? You're only going to grow to the equivalent of them.
Right.
And that's okay to have, you know, people in your life who have different success levels and everything else, and that's just not in money as well, or finance.
Yeah.
It's not all about money.
Right.
It's about people who are a good mirror for a relationship, maybe how, you know, husband and wife interact. It's about people who may be a good father or mother. It's about people who exercise their faith the way that you aspire to. It's really everywhere.
Yeah. It can be all different things.
Yeah. So what about you? Do you have anybody that you can recall off the top of mind that has been somebody who is a person that's enabled you to, you know, look up to, pull up to?
I don't know off the top of my head. I'm not good at
I just put you on the spot.
moments. I know. I mean, yes, I mean, there's people in my life that have definitely helped me in different ways, and it's usually people that are older than me that have more wisdom and have lived life before me and gone through things before me. But
and you know, I'm the same way. I tend to, you know, I have a lot of friends. We have a lot of friends who are like a decade older than us.
I know.
But the beauty is, they've gone through a decade more of junk
Exactly.
than we have, so we get to pull from those experiences, and it really wins. But you know, I'm all about fulfilling your dreams and aspirations, and I teach people, you know, that comes through passive income. But whether it be passive income, whether it be real estate investing, whether it be building your business, because, you know, mine's manufacturing and real estate, those two entities. It really is all the same, and it comes down to people.
You need people.
Yeah.
Yes.
Who are you surrounding yourself with, number one? Who are you meeting, number two? And then how much are you investing in yourself by surrounding yourself with new people?
Yeah.
So when you're staying with that same person, when you hang around your same crew over and over and over, that's great if you're comfortable becoming them.
Yeah.
But if you want to be stretched into so much more, into something much greater, you better find a new set of people to surround yourself with. And that doesn't mean drop who you had before, they're meaningless, they're worthless, and nothing like that.
No.
We have friends who have less success in other areas of their life than we do, and we have friends who have more success in certain areas of their life than we do. That's okay, diversity is great. You just need somebody to reach up to.
Yeah.
If you're reaching lateral or down to get to the spot where your friends are, then you're not going to grow, and you're going to limit your potential. Everybody has amazing potential.
Yes, for sure. And you need that, like we've said before, you learn from others, the amount of stuff that you can learn and not even realize it.
Accidentally.
Yeah,
just by proximity.
Yes, exactly. It's amazing. So yeah, don't get rid of your friends or whatever, but you need to, like you said, aspire to. You've done this. This has happened to you so many times.
So many times, and it amazes me every time.
Yeah, you just go for something, and it like amazing things happen.
And then people
Just
see
from
it.
meeting a
Here's
few
what's
people.
funny.
Yeah.
You have to walk through life being bold.
Yeah, you're a lot more bold than me.
I am, but
I'm
that's
not very
okay.
bold.
That's why we make a good team.
Yes.
But you have to be bold.
Yeah.
And you can't give a rip about what other people think,
Right.
because that one moment in time may be
Make the difference.
what changes the trajectory forever.
Yeah.
For not just you, but for your family, for your family's dreams, aspirations, whatever it may be. It could be a million different ways. It could be the one bold move that stopped you from divorce or destructive relationship or whatever, or that could have created a new mindset to where you understand how to earn differently, or a new opportunity to earn more, whatever. It could be in every different way. And it may have just been from one person who is the right influence on you, or maybe they knew another person.
Right.
Backtrack a little bit. So when I went through my growth stage, you remember when all of a sudden it's like, I read a book and I've always kind of read a little bit of books, but I'm an avid reader now, and I've got a whole library I'm super proud of.
Yes.
Because I firmly believe we stand on the shoulders of those who came before us, right? And they are mentors that you can buy for like $12, all right? So if anybody says, I can't afford a mentor, well, then go spend $12 on Amazon, maybe 15, and you just bought a mentor. Go learn something new, but there are people like that everywhere. Then, when you get to the right capacity, if you can afford, a high-performance coach, mentor, something like that, great, do it. But there's no excuse for anybody right now not to do that. But when I started out, one of my all-time favorites is Jim Rohn. And here's what's funny, and you're gonna remember this because you're gonna laugh. I spent so much time with Jim Rohn.
You did.
I spent so much time with him. I swear I've heard everything that he's ever spoke repetitively in different times, different loops, in the greatest hits of Jim Rohn conversation here, Jim Rohn this, Jim Rohn,
Yeah.
everywhere. In fact, you know
I was
where
just
I'm going.
gonna say, yeah.
I spent so much time with him, I started speaking
Sounding
like
him, yes.
I started stretching my words out like Jim Rohn. And it was hilarious.
So funny.
It was hilarious.
Yeah.
I recognized it too. You told
Yes.
me, you're like, what's wrong with you? You're talking like him.
Yes.
I'm leading the morning prayer at church, and
Yeah.
it came out, and I
coming.
heard it, and you're laughing at me, and I'm like, oh my gosh,
Yeah.
I'm becoming Jim Rohn.
Yeah. Which, I mean,
But
he's
that's
amazing. Yeah.
That's the beauty of it. Now, I'm not saying spend so much time that you start speaking like
Emulating
them,
someone else, yeah.
but you are magnetized to who you study and put in front of you most. And when you do that, you take on their traits, their attributes, their belief system, and that's powerful. Because what I did was, Jim Rohn had a belief system that I did not. And through all of his content, his belief system became mine. So much so that I started stretching my words
Talking like
him.
him, yes.
Yeah, now I don't do that anymore. I fixed it. I realized it. I'm like, okay, don't talk like Jim Rohn.
This
Don't
was a
talk
long
like
time
Jim
ago,
Rohn.
too.
It was a long time ago, years ago. Anyway, but the whole premise is there is power in surrounding yourself with the right people. Networking is what we're really talking about, and people propel prosperity. So here's what I know about this group. The people who watch our content, they are growth oriented. They want more out of life. They want to do things bigger, better, and that takes people.
Yep.
So if you're feeling stuck, or if you're feeling like, look, man, I just want to break through the next level, great. You can absolutely do that. The first thing you should do is start looking in your circle and saying, hey, who do I have that I'm reaching up to? Is there anybody? Because I would bet it's time for you to find somebody new, or pick up a new book, go down a path where you can go down a series of some different books of somebody who inspires you, motivates you, and helps you step into the next greatest version of you.
Yep.
But it's going to take some effort, and that first step is figure out, is there somebody in your life right now to do so?
Yep. And speaking of books, it is in your book. You talk about the 3 Ps in your book as well.
Yeah, so in the book I released just recently, it's called Fear to Fortune, and it's on passive investment as a side hustle in real estate. Fantastic book that I read over about 46 books in real estate before I ever stepped in, way back in the day. So this is a compilation of what I felt like it was missing. It is a real nuts and bolts motivational book to help you see why fear stops us, why we don't do bold, courageous things. Because I can tell you this, if a high school dropout like me can reach the level of success that we've been blessed to see through some of these things that I've learned over time, anybody can do it. Anyone can do it, but it's going to take other people. People propel prosperity. So today, not tomorrow, sit down and think about who is in your life right now that you could aspire to be. Spend more time with them. Reach out to them. Grab a cup of coffee with them. Whatever. Just get in proximity, and it can change your world.